God is not omnipotent in the unrestricted sense that many of us think of the term omnipotence. He can't tolerate sin, disobedience. Not a matter of choice, he just can't. For us, sin or don't sin is a choice, and whether consciously or unconsciously, we think of God accepting our sin or not accepting our sin as his choice. We think of him in terms of us, but he's not us. And the choice he gave us is not a choice he has in himself. Without the shedding of blood, there is no forgiveness of sin. Hebrews 9:22. That's not God's choice. It's built into his eternal character. You may not like that, but our liking or disliking what is does not change the reality of what is. So he does a workaround. He delays judgment and sends Jesus to shed his innocent blood on behalf of all of us through all time. So just as sin came to all mankind through Adam, the penalty for sin for all mankind was paid through the sacrifice of the only true innocent man, Jesus. Romans 5:17. So we're all good then? I hear you say. Well, what God did, giving up his son for our sin, was a big deal for him. And he's not going to bring anyone to his house to live with him who disrespects his son. The Father sent the Son to be the Savior of the world. 1 John 4:14. That's huge. If your response is, yeah, whatever, or worse, you're on your own to battle a whole spirit army that hates you, wants to destroy you, and is infinitely stronger and smarter than you. And the sad thing is that you don't have to fight that battle on your own. You can fight empowered by the God of the universe, who wants you to win. He wants you to win. Do you think it makes any sense that a God who gave his son's life for you wants to lose you in that battle? Does that make any sense? Some more, and maybe a little lighter, look at omnipotence. Here's our first snow of the season. I wanted to share that with you. Yeah, it's cold. We're supposed to get 8 to 12 inches over the next 2 days. It's Wisconsin. Love it. There's an old thing about omnipotence that's been floating around forever. Can God create a rock so big he can't lift it? To that, C.S. Lewis says, and I'm not quoting, I'm just paraphrasing because I don't remember the exact quote. Putting "can God" in front of an absurd statement doesn't make it any less absurd. A more extreme one that I've heard is, can God create a round square or a square circle? Again, putting "can God" in front of it doesn't make it a reasonable statement. The one about the rock, a big rock. Well, the earth is a big rock. Is it so big that God can't lift it? And is gravity holding it down? What direction is down? And certainly God can move it to wherever he wants, and he has chosen to put it in an wonderfully unique space. Just close enough to the sun, just the right tilt, so that we can live on this rock. But that's a whole other topic. Anywho, If you make a statement like that and you answer rhetorically, no, God can't, to that statement, and therefore God is not omnipotent in your terms of what omnipotence is, yeah, a lot of this stuff, then call him not omnipotent. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, he is what he is. He created all things, and it is by his power that all things hold together. He's God. Rather than argue about him, why don't you try to get to know him?